Welcome back to Dial H for Heroclix, episode 179. My name is Chris Britton. I'm your host, and let's go!
My style.
Dial H for Heroclix is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all of the latest Heroclix singles and sealed products. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com. Welcome back. Once again, this is Kris to another episode of Dial H, a podcast about Heroclix and other Heroclix-related content. Joining me in the studio today, we have my co-host, one of my best friends, Kalder Ness. What's going on, Kalder?
Hey, not much, Chris. Not much. Just got back from a wonderful trip from Las Vegas to Nebraska to Arizona to home.
That sounds like a lot of different places.
It was.
So, what happened? Tell me everything.
So what happened? So first off, in Las Vegas, we all got blackout now. There's a rodeo down there. Supporting my family, going down there, supporting my dad, who missed every single shot he took. So that was okay, because we got to see Thor again in the theater down there. They had way nicer seats in the Vegas theater.
Yeah.
Then we went ahead and we flew on Thursday, connecting flight, woke up at 4 a.m., went down to Arizona, and then had like a 1 hour layover in Arizona. Then we went Omaha, Nebraska, got a good sleep. And then that Saturday in Omaha, Nebraska, we went to Krypton Comics and we played in the Fall Wizkids Open.
That's pretty exciting.
That was really exciting.
Okay, so we're definitely going to go into that and how you did, what team you used, what'd you see?
What I saw a lot less Unimind than I thought, but still a good majority. And man, we had a lot of cool people there. We had Edward Shelton. First off, he showed up. That was really cool.
Cool.
What I understand, he almost always goes down to Omaha for their tournaments. Happy Little Heroclix was also there. He was helping judge, so that was pretty sweet. There's a YouTube channel.
Sweet.
And so my team, because it was November 11th yesterday, and that's when we played, was Saturday, or when this time was recording, maybe not for you guys, but I wanted to play a soldier team. And this is not just me being a theme guy, but I love soldier teams. My all-time favorite, Captain America, is my guy. He's not on this team, but it's still a soldier team. So I'm going to go from smallest to biggest, or in this case, lowest points. So I had the Atom as my Colossal Retaliator.
Of course.
Then I had Red Wing for a cheap 20-point soldier, because I just needed to fill out points. And Red Wing has a cool aerial recon where you can, flex down someone's defense. Then I had...
This is Red Wing from the...
Civil War.
Civil War
set, yeah. Then we had Peace Machine, making sure I don't get one shot like crazy.
Okay.
I had shifting focus Deadpool, and the starting Deadpool I had was the Phasing Teleport X-Force one, because he has soldier keyword. Don't know why, but he does, which is awesome. And then the thing that made everything in my team work was Element Man, my 100-point figure, Element Man.
Element Man?
Element Man.
So meta.
So meta.
I have to
So
type this
roll
in.
Rex
From World's
Mason.
Finest, number 40?
World's Finest, number 40, yep.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm looking these figures up as you say them. I'm trying to figure out what you were using it for. So he's got Outsiders.
Yep, that was the big one. So then I had Wonder Woman, Doctor Strange, and She-Hulk on my sideline. I had the Fast Forces, World's Finest, Elseworlds, Wonder Woman. And then I had the Civil War She-Hulk, and I had the shooty Doctor Strange, the shifting focus one, but the one that helps you shoot and all that good stuff.
Okay,
I also had the enchanted crowbar and the dueling sword to pick up.
What was your little strategy that you were trying to use here?
So, first turn, so if you didn't know, by looking, every single character on my team has sidestep, in a way, which is really awesome, top dial. So I had a ton of free moves, which is always great. Peace Machine would sidestep 2 squares, he'd TK Element Man, and based on whatever my opponent had, Element Man would pick up either the enchanted crowbar or he'd pick up the dueling sword. He only has a 10 attack, so there's a lot of low attack values on my team. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I borrowed someone's Supreme Intelligence and put that on Element Man, and I really just clicked it to click 5 so I could get prob. And that was the only reason I had Supreme Intelligence on the team, because I had no prob otherwise.
Okay.
So I stole someone's Supreme Intelligence. Anyway, so I got Element Man up. She would pick up the crowbar really quick. Oh, and I always won map roll, which was so fun. I love winning map, so that was always great for me.
Okay.
And normally there's never a theme team, so I would just roll out. Element Man would pick up Dueling Sword, or he'd pick up Enchanted Crowbar. Deadpool would free phasing, because he rolls a d6, he moves out, and he would carry Red Wing with him. Then he would change into the X-Men Deadpool, the one that heals, and then he would sidestep up to Element Man if he needed to make up those extra 2 squares. Normally I roll a 5 or 6 on the free phasing, so that was always great each game. And then Peace Machine just sort of sidestepped around, and he would pick up a light object, so that way whenever I called in She-Hulk, I would be able to sidestep Peace Machine, drop the light object, have She-Hulk pick it up, and then smash it into somebody. Element Man almost always chose either Invincible or Mastermind, and every time he would take damage, he would Mastermind it off to X-Men Deadpool. X-Men Deadpool would take 3 damage because of Peace Machine, and then he would instantly roll a d6. Every time he got hit the first time, I rolled a 5 or 6, so we always healed back up top. Later in the game, he would either heal like a 1 or a 2 or whatever, but that was okay. First game, I played against, I believe, Joe, and he was a super awesome guy. I had all the builds, not all the builds, but the standings right here, and I'll just go over my 5 games really quick. Joe was playing a Chase Superman from Elseworlds, and at first I was a little unsure about this, whether to pick up the dueling sword or to pick up the crowbar, because he does have Invincible, but he also has a 19 defense top dial. So I did my normal rollout. I decided to pick up the crowbar, and I actually was able to take out his entire team, and I kind of swept that match without losing anybody besides Red Wing, I believe. So that was really awesome. He had that Superman, but he also had, I'm trying to remember who it was, the Kingdom Come Spectre and the Kingdom Come Green Lantern. And they were kind of tough, but because I won map, I was able to put I used the Wizkids Convention Center, so it has that wall in the middle of them, so it kind of hindered their prob and flex, and I kind of made him come to me. So that was fun. And since he was also indoors, Superman could never free action heal. So that map, I totally swept him. Then I went up against Lucas Tom Van Holland, who is really good at the game, and he also has a lot of money to spend on the game, a little bit more than I do. So, second match, he was playing his Unimind team, which is Unimind, Nighthawk, 2 Carnages, and let's see, he had the Symbiote thing to pick up, and then he had like one other character on his team, and I cannot remember who it was for the life of me, but he had the 2 Carnages and everything. He had, for Collins, Hawkeye, and Nick Fury, Balls of Fury, so he had 2 level 7s. He also had,
Which Hawkeye was this? Was this the Chase?
It's the Chase.
Yeah.
It's the Chase Hawkeye. He also had the tank, the Pym Pocket Tank.
The nerfed Pym Pocket
The
tank.
nerfed Pym Pocket Tank. I was like, really? You're still using that? And he's like, yeah. But he's like, yeah. Well, so anyways. And he also had Wells. He had the Green Lantern call-in. He had the Green Lantern call-in, and he also had a Superior Spider-Man call-in. So he had a lot of good call-ins. And that's when I figured out, first turn, oh my, this is going to be tough. He actually rolled a crit miss on he did this huge rollout. He had Supreme Intelligence on Unimind, sidestep, TK'd, whatever, sidestep, TK'd, and then power action, brought in Hawkeye, perplexed the hell out of Hawkeye. Hawkeye would run up, he went to shoot Deadpool, crit missed. And I was like, maybe I have a chance this game. Just maybe I have a chance.
Okay.
And then from there, I played it really badly. I was too scared of the Carnages, even though they really posed no threat to me. I didn't kill Hawkeye, which is what I should have done. Was just get, boom, easy 65 points. Like, seriously, there was no easier 65 points to get right there. He's only 5 clicks long.
Yeah.
I made a huge mistake of not killing him right away. I should have killed him and then ran away like a little girl. That would have been the smart plan. But little girls are probably braver than I am.
You're not
Instead,
like that, though. I know how you
no,
are.
I don't. Yeah, I would never do that. And it was just. Sorry, I need a sip of water. Keep talking, and that was. I felt so bad going into that game, but I felt really good after that. I really should have killed that Hawkeye. That's the one part I
did
hate
check
that
it.
I didn't
It
do
is 5 clicks. It's 6 clicks long actually, but 0 reducers. So
yeah, and like a
pretty
16,
squishy.
17 defense. He's super squishy. I don't know why I didn't kill him. I just didn't. And anyway, so I went up and I just straight up based Unimind with Element Man because he has plasticity, and I just Outsiders Unimind. That's when I figured out he never perplexed up his Unimind. He always brought in somebody else and perplexed them up. So my Outsiders really never mattered. But the good thing was he mostly missed with everybody he brought in, except for he brought in the Superior Spider-Man and he killed Peace Machine because he has Charge Flurry. That was not super great. Losing Peace Machine hurt a lot because then he was able to kill Deadpool. And then I had Adam also Colossal Retaliate. He also brought in Nick Fury one time and he missed with him. Adam Colossal Retaliated on the Nick Fury one, killed both the Carnages and then hurt what's his bucket? I can't even remember that guy's name. Nighthawk, and he hurt Unimind.
What's his bucket?
What's his bucket? Yeah, that's the thing. Anyways,
Okay.
we're not talking about Nova, but he actually dealt everybody on his team 2 damage. So I was actually getting really excited because Unimind has 5 clicks. Nighthawk only has like 4. And so after that, we lost Adam. I killed both his Carnages, which was great. Got rid of the Pim Tank. It was just Element Man left. And Element Man called in Wonder Woman. She has Charge, Flurry, Plasticity, but she only has 10 attack. I brought her in. She hit the first attack against Unimind, and it was the stop click, right?
Mm-hmm.
She needed like a 7 to hit, a 7 or 6 to hit, and I missed it. And I probbed it, and I missed it, and then I was like, well, I'm done. And then I just got destroyed. He just destroyed me after that. And I'm like, well, I killed everything on his team except for Unimind and Nighthawk. So I was okay with that. I really could have won that game if I would have played it smarter, but he's a really good player. And he had a lot more money on his team than I did.
Yeah.
Like a lot more.
What you said, that's quite a bit of money. How much is Carnage going for by itself right now?
Oh, Carnages? Oh, Lord, I have no idea.
40, 50, 60? Something dumb.
Probably crazy, but he had 2 of them. You know,
okay.
Why stop at 1?
Oh, well, why not?
And, yeah, why not? So, next game, I was going up against a guy who kind of looked like a hodgepodge. And I don't know if my brain was burnt out from the last game, but I was just not mentally prepared to go up against this guy. He had Tidal Strange, and then who else? He had Cosmic Spider-Man at 75.
Dial H for Heroclix is official, Dr. Strange, by the way.
Dr. Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, who's the last guy? Oh, then he had the Green Lantern that could carry and bring people in. Or carry and whatever, make him do stuff. You roll 5 or 6 or whatever, make him do it.
Make him do stuff.
So Carnage is going for $70. I just had to check. $70, yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I was low. Dang.
That was insane. So I killed, Superman and Green Lantern. And I always hit Spider-Man once and then he regened. I should have just, double tapped him. I never did that, and that was like the downfall. He just boom, 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 shooting through it and stuff. The reason I lost that game, and really it was a game I should not have lost, but I separated Element Man from Deadpool. And once I did that, I'm like, oh, that's my mastermind fodder right there. That was a dumb move. And then he had so many attackers. See, I can only ever attack with either Element Man or Deadpool or whoever I bring in and one other person, since I can only do 3 actions per turn. So I could never make enough attacks with my team. But, that was okay. I still scored a decent amount of points each game. The next game I played against Jakeem, Mangog, and Mr. Mixelplick, and I believe also Eclipso was the next game.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
that's a horrible team.
Horrible team. This guy was like, oh, I haven't played in years. So I'm like, okay, I can probably kill Jakeem. I can outsiders him or pulse wave him or whatever. He's not protected like Unimind is. I get Jakeem down pretty far, but like I said, I can only deal him 6 damage in 1 turn, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
So after that, he retaliated with Mangog, and I'm like, Jakeem's in the middle of it. And then I forget. Mangog ignores friendly characters. And now I believe I need to file for abuse against Mangog because he destroyed my team in 1 turn. It was just, boom, first attack, hit everybody.
I still haven't gotten to use it. He's sitting over here next to me, and I'm just waiting to use him. But
he terrifies me. That brings my heart and soul. So this guy, after the Mangog thing, I was like, okay, Deadpool's still alive. He's on the last click. He's still alive. Element Man is still alive. I can maybe do this. Jakeem, he's like, okay, I'm going to regen with Jakeem, whatever. He has a prob with Jakeem, and then the dice with Mixie. He always rolled a 4, so I was never scared. But right when it mattered, like the last 2 times he rerolled that dice, it was a 1. And I was so angry because I had a prob, he had a prob, he had another prob. We probed 3 times, and then if I hit the last time, he'd just be like, okay, there's a 1. I'm like, well, I can't do anything now because I wasted all my probs, and you just gave me a 1. So Mixie is horrible. I cannot wait till he rotates out. I'm going to be sad because I'm going to lose Adam, but I hate Mixie more. I just want to see him gone. Ugh, it was horrible. It was
okay, what is that? Was that game 4 of 5?
That is game 4. I killed no one. That was the only game I didn't kill anybody at, was the one where Mangog just came in and just destroyed everybody. He's scary. He was really scary. I thought, I was like, I can take out Jakeem. Whatever. Easy. I've one-shotted Mr. Mixelplick before. I can do that. Easy. Nope. I just totally lost that game. The last game was an Avengers themed team, and I was just like, I'm sorry. And then I beat him, and I got 370 because he had Jane Foster, and I killed somebody else, brought in She-Thor, and then I killed her. I felt bad about that one. But anyways, I ended up with 858 points, which is actually more points than the 8th guy in top 8, but because I only had 2 wins, I did not make the cut.
That sucks.
So,
how many people were there?
I was close. We had 20-something.
Dang. Okay, that's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, so I'll read off the top 8 really quick, just
Sure.
to give these guys their due. So I didn't stick around for the thing because I'm hungry. I want to go home. So
Priorities.
Lucas, Tom. So I'm gonna read off their points and their wins here. So Lucas Van Hollen, whatever his name is, really super cool guy, but very meta, very good thinker, very expensive team. He got 1,895 points with 5 wins, 0 losses. And then we had Jacob, 1,600 points, 4 wins, 1 loss. Jake Pine, 800 points, 4 wins, 1 loss. Zlatan, this was the guy with the Mangog and Jakeem. He had 1,100 points, 2 losses, 3 wins. Edward Shelton, I was surprised Edward Shelton got this low. I mean, no offense to Edward Shelton, he's an amazing guy, but I thought he'd be up there more. So what the heck, man? This is the guy who lost. But anyways, he had 1,100 points, 3 wins, 2 losses. Seth Davis, 1,072 points, 3 wins, 2 losses. Joshua Johnson, 1,014 points, 3 wins, 2 losses. And then Kyle Bushin, 970 points, 3 wins, 2 losses. And the last guy is Jordan Woodruff, 3 wins, 2 losses, 719. I had more points than him, but he won 1 more game than I did, so that's the way it works.
I suspect you don't really feel that bad losing to, 3 of the people? 2 or 3 of the people that did make it into the top 8?
Yeah, I don't feel too bad about it.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean, at least you had fun, right? Did you get anything?
I had fun. Yeah, we all got Colossus ID cards, which is really cool.
Okay.
So whenever this new X-Men set comes out and the old one rotates out, we get to see what Colossus we can bring in. So I'm excited for that. And I got the Kane Spider-Man that we just talked about, and like a Bat Ape, the Batman Ape, which is pretty sweet.
Cool.
But I wanted one of them big tasty bricks they had out. They had those big bricks sitting on the counter.
Of course.
Enticing me. Yeah. But no, it was an amazing time, amazing team. A lot of people complimented my team. They're like, that's very creative and out of the box. I'm like, well, thank you. So I was happy with how it performed. I never practiced it. I only practiced against myself, and I was going against Pluto or whoever. I'm like, yeah, it'll be my Jakeem stand-in or my Unimind stand-in. So for the only amount of practice I got with this team, I was pretty happy with how it did.
Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun, and it also, just the way you describe it, it really makes me happy, the community that we have. Right? It just seems like a bunch of really cool people that actually, they're nice on top of wanting to come and play a game with you.
They were super nice. Everybody was super nice. Even though I got my butt kicked and we were worried about the little pulse wave ruling, in the end, everybody was super cool and nice about it. It was awesome.
That's one of the best parts about this game, honestly, is the community. And,
yeah.
Anything else you have to say about the Wizkids Open before we move on? I just wanted to say one thing.
No, besides they were excellently run. I had a great time.
Good. What was the name of the venue?
Oh, Krypton Comics.
Krypton Comics. You said that. I just wanted to get that back in there.
Okay.
Speaking of good community, posted on Reddit was the guy that ran Wizkids Open in Maryland, and I messaged him and just put out there, hey, whoever wins your Wizkids Open, if they want to be on Dial H, just throw that out there. It's an option. And within a day or 2 days, I got a response. I got a response from not only the guy that I sent a message to, but then also the winner. Like, hey, interested in this. This is cool. So, this community is just so great. I love talking to everybody. It's always positive. 99% of the time, it's positive. I've had that one couple times. Whatever. We won't get into that, but I love it. So. Okay, let's move on. We got basically the entire Harley Quinn set has dropped.
We're missing maybe 1 or 2 figures, but...
Okay. Well, what we are going to do, Kalder and I, is we're going to just go through, this is standard Dial H procedure. We both are going to pick a figure from each of the rarity slots. We're going to go down, and then we've got to talk about these chases, because these chases are so cool. But,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, Kalder, you want to start us off on on your common pick?
Kicking us off with 009 Scarecrow. He's 50 points, 6 range, Batman enemy, no combat symbols. They're all standard. He has Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld, and Legion of Doom, like a Scarecrow should have. Top dial, he's got stealth, poison, 17 defense, willpower, 2 damage with shape change. But what makes him really cool is his trait, Fear Gas, smoke cloud as free, but can only place up to 2 markers. Opposing characters occupying these markers, occupying squares with those markers, can use Battle Fury. That is just so wicked flavorful for a Scarecrow. He's got some mid-dial mind control, he's got some combat reflexes, some mastermind, and some outwit. Fairly simple Scarecrow, but I love him. I just love how he's just a nice little Legion of Doom filler, and it's so accurate. Fear Gas, you gotta use Battle Fury. So flavorful for Scarecrow. I love it.
I like this too. The only thing is, and I wish Wizkids would address this, when it says something like can use Battle Fury, what it really means is must use Battle Fury. It's not optional. So that I just wish they would clean that up. But other than that, this figure is really cool. I like him. Moving on to my common pick is going to be 016 Wonder Woman. Really simple. I love it, and it also even has a simpler time trait.
Yeah,
so
simpler time.
Justice Society team ability, 40 points, 4 clicks long. Amazon, Justice Society, and Warrior keywords. Let's see. Her simpler time trait gives... I think everybody kind of knows what the simpler time trait does mostly. But it's energy shield deflection. That character can use energy shield deflection. She has another trait. It says, acting as a secretary means keeping you guys straightened out. Let's see. Wonder Woman and friendly characters within 6 squares are considered adjacent to each other for the Justice Society team ability. That's why I chose this character. For those people that really like the Justice Society keyword, man, this just seems like a staple. It expands that adjacency out 6 squares. That's fantastic.
She's the kingpin of the Justice Society.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Makes everybody better.
What I was thinking. Okay, let's move on to the uncommon slot. I chose 022 Mad Harriet. For 50 points, you have the Superman enemy team ability. 5 clicks long. She has Indom. She has a trait. Says Will of Apocalypse. So just to refresh you guys' minds on that, we covered it a lot on last episode. But when Mad Harriet hits, until your next turn, she has protected Outwit, opposing Perplex, Exploit Weakness, and Penetrating Psychic Blast. Now, the Exploit and Penetrating Psychic Blast aren't going to do much top dial because she has combat reflexes. But for 50 points, you have an 11 attack, 17 defense with combat reflexes, Indom character that has a special attack power. It's called Power Spikes. This is why I chose this character. It's fun. Blades, Claws, Fangs. When Mad Harriet uses it and the D6 result is 1 to 2, she deals penetrating damage. 3 through 4, after resolutions, give the target an action token. There's absolutely no reason why you would not Blades. This is fantastic. Yep. And for 50 points, especially with the Apocalypse and Female Furies keyword, it's just filler for the Apocalypse teams that people like to play out there. Overall, good character, definitely worth 50 points.
She's insane. I mean, you want to hit a 5 or 6 anyway, but if you get lower, nothing bad happens, really.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on next. My uncommon pick is Renee Montoya. I mean, you got to shout out to her, my Gotham girl right there.
Yep.
Keeping the police force straightened out. 50 points, police team ability, as she should have. 6 range, no special combat symbols. Detective, Gotham City, and police. She has stealth, toughness, and perplex top dial. Then she gets charge, handicap, combat reflexes, and empower late dial. It's a little 4-click, nice split dial. Trait is why I chose her. With all the evidence I got, you are finished. When Renee Montoya uses a police team ability and no other characters are using it, damage dealt from the attack cannot be reduced below 1. This naturally gives her precision strike pretty much, and it's awesome.
Let's see, damage dealt from the attacker can't be reduced below 1. So she gives the person she's next to precision strike.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right, that's interesting, awesome. And at least you get Perplex, which there's not a lot of Perplex on GCPD teams, by the way.
Not really, which is why they really need a police team ability.
Okay, do you know if this is her in her detective uniform, or is she...
I assume so, but I don't know, because they don't have the sculpt up on these films.
All right, fair enough. Let's go on to the rare slot, 036 Stargirl. I had to choose Stargirl because we did spoil the Supergirl, and she specifically mentioned Stargirl in her, I believe it was a trait. So this is so awesome. The bombshell keyword that these characters all have, which is kind of what this set is basically based off of, even though they called it Gotham Girls instead of the Bombshells. But we have massive synergy. So 65 points, Bombshell, Soldier keyword. She has the flight ability, but on her first 2 clicks, she has Neutralize Earthbound. Her first 2 clicks are not really important. She does have Perplex. That's not what you're playing her for. She has the Bombshell trait, which, just to refresh your guys' memory, when Stargirl makes an attack targeting an opposing character, give her a Bombshell token free. If she has 2 action tokens, remove 2 Bombshell tokens, then make a close attack. Probably not going to factor in too much here. You'll see in a second. She does have a second trait. Here's where it gets cool. Protect My Sister. Adjacent friendly characters named Supergirl or with the Bombshell keyword can use energy shield deflection. So if you are putting her and Supergirl on the same team, they are going to give each other super senses and energy shield deflection back. So that's not good.
Which is insane. No, that's horrible. Who would want ESD and super senses?
Hey, will you do me a favor? Will you look up Supergirl's defense, what it is, top dial, just to know what it is with energy shield deflection while I continue? So
yeah,
she has a stop click. It's on click number 3. It's called Getting the Staff. Stop. When you reveal this click for the first time after resolutions, place Stargirl in your starting area. So that's a little weird, but she does have a stop click on a 65-point character, which is kind of cool. She has a special attack power on that same click and for the rest of her dial. So it's 6 clicks long. She has it for 4 clicks. It's called Staff. Incapacitate, Range Combat Expert, Telekinesis. When Stargirl uses one of the listed powers, after resolutions, roll a d6 and add 1 to the result for each Bombshell token. If the result is 8 or higher, she may choose another listed power and use it as free this turn. So that, I think, could be really cool. The Range Combat Expert is going to be used with a range of 6. But, I mean, even if it does, you get a stop click and you get a 65-point telekinesis character, and if nothing else, you can start incapacitating. She does have 3 printed damage on that stop click, and on the next click as well. But she gets onto energy shield deflection herself on that stop click, and it's printed 17. So 65 points, range combat, 19 defense, 10 attack, 3 damage. I just think this is a really fun character.
She is really good. And Supergirl, her sister, has an 18 defense on her high point click, or whatever, 160. And then on her 130, it's 17 defense. So she'd have a 20 or 19.
A 20 defense top dial with super senses. And then if they're right next to each other as well, Stargirl will get super senses her entire dial too.
Which is just insane.
Yeah.
The Bombshells are going to be so fun to play together.
Yeah, they're so cool.
All right, kicking off with the rares. I was so excited to see this guy. If you know me, I've been trying to share all the things on Facebook, all the spoilers, and I was getting worn out, man. I was watching those Scott Porter videos. I'm like, where's my man? When is he going to be here? And then hell yeah, he shows up. Kite Man. Charlie Brown. Gotham City Underworld. Aerodynamic King. The guy that made Joker Mobile has finally got his own click. It's about time. 15 points like he should be. Batman enemy, team ability, 0 range. Only special combat symbol is flight, because you know what? He has a kite. Kite Man. Hell yeah. He has a trait. He has a trait. Guess what it is, Chris? Guess what the trait is?
Is it Kite Man Hell Yeah?
Yes! Kite Man Hell Yeah. Passengers. 2. 2 passengers right off the bat. He has 10 movement. He can carry 2 people, 8 squares. It's amazing. At the beginning of your turn, if Kite Man is holding an object, he can move up to 2 squares. So later, when he's not carrying people, he can pick up an object. Then he can move around for free for some cool positioning with the Batman enemy ability. He has no damage power, no attack power, no speed power. For his 4 clicks, he has energy shield deflection, and I could not be happier.
This is so... For 15 points, this is such a dumb character. I love it. It's so funny.
It's the right amount of kind of stupid, but also, hey, he's a really cheap taxi. So he's the right amount of good and just stupid and kind of lame that makes it perfect for Kite Man. Hell yeah.
I like it. I also like his name is Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown, is it? So great. Okay, right now I'll take a small moment to, if you've not read Tom King's The War of Jokes and Riddles, the Batman Rebirth run, go read it. Go read it after this podcast. Go read War of Jokes and Riddles.
You know what?
Right now, it's great.
You gave me an idea. Remember what Hunter and all them used to do? They used to have freaking, like reading. What'd they call that?
Oh, okay. I sort of know what you're talking about. I have no idea what it was called though. They would talk about a comic.
Yeah, we need to start that. We're gonna start doing that.
Hell yeah. Okay, next round.
Hell yeah. But go on.
No, that's it, man. You're next rare, right? Or are we? Oh no, that's the last rare.
Yeah.
So
On to super rares.
super rares.
This is
Harley
you.
Quinn's first. No, I chose King Shark.
Yeah, you did. It's 54. I was going numerically.
Harley Quinn's 49.
That's 59. Oh my gosh, I clicked the wrong one. I'm an idiot. Okay, how about 49 then? All right, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be your Planeswalker Harley Quinn. I didn't want to talk about this character because I think it's good. I wanted to talk about this character because I think it's so bad. 60 points, Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, Suicide Squad. All right, for 60 points, you do have a 7-click long dial. I'll give it that. That's pretty awesome. Stats-wise, still pretty good. She's got 7 speed, running shot. No, she's blank on attack, the whole dial. But she has 17 defense with energy shield deflection, shape change with 3. So 60 points, I mean, you're not going to be an offensive powerhouse for 60 points, but she can running shot, 4 range, 3 damage. She can get through some reducers. Her attack goes up to 11 on click 3. She maintains 3 damage for those first 5 clicks. On click 4 and 5, she has exploit weakness. On 6 and 7, she goes down to 2 damage with enhancement. On her last 4 clicks of her dial, she has super senses. She goes from 3 clicks of running shot to sidestep, and then 2 clicks of stealth. Okay, there's the dial. The dial's kind of boring. And you're like, oh, but it's a title character, so it's got some really cool, awesome abilities. Starting plot points 3. Let's see. Black Book, open, +1, free. Let's see. Free. Perplex until your next turn. When Harley Quinn uses it, she may instead modify a combat value other than damage by +2 or -2. Okay, that's pretty good. That's actually a really good use of Perplex. -2, White Book open. It's called Candygram. Free. Energy Explosion this turn. When Harley Quinn uses it, modify attack +3, and after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. That's okay. Modify the attack by 3. I mean, you're going to be 13 attack on top dial, so you're probably going to hit. But she only has, well, I guess it's not dependent upon number of bolts anymore, but her range is only 4. So your energy shield, or your energy explosion, it's not going to be fantastic. She only has 1 bolt, so she can only hit 1 person. Okay, so what's her ultimate? -6, White Book open. Get 'em, gang of Harleys. Free. Roll a d6. Generate a number of Harley bystander tokens equal to the result minimum of 2. So she's actually pretty similar to the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the same thing on his ultimate. Minimum of 2 into squares within 3 squares. And if you click on it, what does these little Harley people do? They have flurry, 10 attack, 15 defense with combat reflexes, 2 damage printed, and a trait that says that their actions don't count against your action total. But here's the thing. So what's her negative? Like, what happens if you kill her? It's called No More Pumpkin Pie. When Harley Quinn is KO'd, for the rest of the game, all opposing characters have power, heal 2 clicks. Have you ever seen a character that has a bigger target on their head than this figure right here? I don't care what you're running. If I can give all of my characters on my team the ability to just give them a power action and heal themselves 2 clicks, yeah, I'm going to be killing this Harley Quinn as fast as humanly possible. She has no reducers. She does have shape change top dial, but no reducers, 7 clicks. I just feel like you can mow her down and then give your entire team the ability to heal the rest of the game.
Pretty much. Outwit outsiders, blow through the dial.
Yep.
1 turn.
She's
Really
not protected from
No, she's not protected anything.
From outwit. So you just outwit her shape change and just blow right through her dial. You get to super senses, blow right through that with outwit.
You could always just keep her back and use her as perplex, but then that's kind of a waste of 60 points. So, and she only has 4 range, so if you want to get her to even use her Maid of Mischief or Candygram or whatever else to get them Gang of Harleys, you have to get her really kind of close to even pull any of those off. Such a short range.
I'm going to go out
It's a
on a
huge
limb
running
here,
speed.
and I'm going to say that this is the worst title character made to date. I thought that Loki was probably the worst, but this one takes the cake.
Easily.
So
And I like pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie, but I mean, clearly she loves pumpkin pie so much that when she runs out of pumpkin pie, she just gives everyone like trips to the hospital.
Yeah, pretty much. For free. Pay your ER. You know what ER bills cost? Man, they're not cheap.
God, what a bad boo on you guys, Wizkids. This was who your set was based off of, and this character is terrible. Moving on.
Moving on to King Shark. So, really excited. His sculpt is amazing. They actually have it up on HTML. It is a really cool sculpt. He is the most expensive figure we talked about so far. He's 90 points, and he's not even over 100, so he's like the highest point value figure we talked about, and he's only 90. It's insane. He has Animal, Secret Six, Suicide Squad keywords. He doesn't have the Suicide Squad team ability. He has 0 range. The only special combat symbol he has is the swim ability, which makes sense. He has a trait, which I believe most of the Suicide, or not, if not all the Suicide Squad have in the set, which is only 6 of us. Stealth, but only if your force has 3 or more characters. Improve movement hindering terrain, but only if your force has 5 or more characters. And modify all combat values by +1, but only if your force has exactly 6 characters, which is super flavorful and awesome.
By the way, I do want to throw out there, if you are the type of person that's so curious as to know who the 6 people are, Harley Quinn, number 43, Jeanette, number 39, Scandal Savage, number 21, Knockout, number 6, and Catman, number 5. So, if you want to get your secret 6 on with these 6 characters, only one of them is a super rare, and every one of them below that is a rare, an uncommon, and 2 commons. Should be super easy to pick up this keyword.
Really easy. His trait, which pretty much makes him amazing, is Sidestep, free if King Shark occupies water terrain, move him up to his speed value. And then for his damage power, he has Explode, Weakness, and Shape Change. Let me tell you why that's awesome. He has a 9 speed with Flurry. So with that, let's say you have all your +1s, right, your combat values, which means he has a 10 speed, 12 attack, 18 defense, 5 damage with Flurry, Explode, Weakness, and Shape Change top dial. Now it is true he has 2 different point values. He gets Plasticity once he loses his Flurry. He picks up Flurry again late dial with some Steel Energy, which is awesome. When he loses Toughness, he actually gets Invulnerability, which is great. You can play him at 90 points or at 50 points. Either one is pretty amazing if you're playing a full Secret 6 team. And I highly recommend getting this King Shark. I don't even know what the Secret 6 is, and I'm probably going to pick them all up just so I can get this King Shark. He's amazing.
I want to ask a question. If you look at the comments on the King Shark, the second comment that was made was saying about the damage potential for this character, possibility of 8 to 14 clicks. Explain to me how this guy got 8 to 14. Because I really don't understand what kind of math he did. In an absolute best case scenario, you're looking at let's see, +3 on his damage, 2 perplexes, and the modify all combat values by +1, right? So you're sitting at 7.
Yep.
Plus a light object, right? So now you're at 8. There's 8, and then Flurry, the second one, you're -1 because you don't have an object anymore. So that's 8 plus 7, that's 15. How did this guy get 14? I feel like that's bad math.
No idea.
Whatever. Anyway, the damage
So
potential for this character is
6? Yeah.
15 in 1 turn.
Yep.
Exploited. On a 90-point character. What? He
It's
is really
pretty much
good.
insane.
He's really good. Okay, we do have to talk about these chases, though, just because these are some of the coolest chases that I've actually seen in a while, chases that I've been excited to talk about. Kalder, is there any of these you want to just start off with?
No, you can go first. We can just kind of go swap back and forth.
Okay, we'll go down. We'll start with number 61, Superman, God of Strength. 200 points, Quintessence, Superman team ally ability. He's got a trait, God of Strength, opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points. Can't pick up objects, kind of cool. He has 12 speed with Flight, and he has Charge. He has 12 attack with a special attack power. It's called Show You True Strength, and I think the typist forgot an R. Super Strength, Superman, God of Strength, may hold 2 objects, so that's pretty good. And may pick up and or put down an object twice total during a move, so that's good. On first turn, you can pick up 2 items. When he is given a close object action while holding 2 objects, you may modify attack +1 and damage +1. If you do, KO the second object in addition to the first. So you come in 6 squares with your charge. You have 12 attacks, so you're probably going to hit. He's got 5 printed damage. So, what, you're going to hit for
That'd give him a
8?
13-8. Yeah, hitting for 8.
13-8. Wow. He also has a damage power called Contest of Strength. Each time Superman God of Strength is targeted with a close attack, you may re-roll 1 die result in the attack roll. That is awesome. That is so cool.
It's really good.
Oh, man. And he not only has that, like the top dial, he has that for the first 6 clicks of his dial. This character is going to be hard to hit. You can't outwit that power because he has Quintessence, so... His attack goes 12, 11, 11, 11, 10, 10, 10. His damage output, we'll just go printed. You can do whatever you want with Super Strength. So 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3. 3 and 4 in the last 2 clicks of his dial, he has Close Combat Expert. So it's really like 5 and 6. And he
5
has,
and 6, yep.
And he has Super Strength the whole dial. So, yeah. He has a Flurry. Forgot to mention this. Flurry on clicks 4 through 6. I just think this is a beat stick Superman. His dial is
insane.
Fantastic. I think I forgot to mention keywords: Apocalypse, Deity, Justice League, Kryptonian, and then did you see his sculpt? This
holding the kryptonite. And
he's holding kryptonite. It looks like he's a negative image. Like if you're looking at a negative of a photo, that's what he looks like. So just overall, this is a really awesome beat stick Superman. I really like it.
For sure. So next up is Batman. Oh, by the way, Superman has like 4 range. Doesn't really matter. He's a close combat beat stick. But anyways, we're talking about Batman. He is Batman Ally Quintessence, just like Superman. That's Superman Ally and Quintessence. He's 225 points, so for some reason Batman is more than Superman. But of course, he's Batman, so he can do whatever he wants. Can't argue there. He has 9 range and flight. Doesn't need any other special combat symbols because he's Quintessence. I'll just go down the list of all the things he has. He has improved targeting, hindering in characters, Batman Family Deity, Detective, Justice League, and New Gods. He has 1 trait, God of Knowledge, opposing characters in 6 squares and lower points. Can't use Perplex, that's pretty good. Then he has a special speed power for his first 3 clicks and his last 2 clicks, the Mobius Chair. Phasing Teleport, Batman God of Knowledge can use it as a free action if he has no action tokens. Batman God of Knowledge may carry friendly characters with the wing symbol, so he can carry all his other gods with him. Why not?
It's so
Speaking
dumb.
of free action phasing teleport, and then normal action phasing teleport, and basically be right up in your face first turn.
Are you missing the fact that he can move out 9 or 10 squares and then immediately blast people 9 away?
Also true.
What?
With 11 attack, penetrating second blast, 4 damage, and I was talking about his damage power. All the knowledge is at my fingertips. Outwits, when Batman God of Knowledge uses it, instead of choosing 1 power, he may choose 2 powers or a team ability. That's horrible. That's not good.
I mean, you're probably not going to need to outwit their defensive power since you already have Pinsai, so...
Yep.
Yeah, you have Shape Change and Super Senses. Nope.
Get out of here with that.
So good.
He's really good. 225 points is a lot to pay since he only has Impervious for his first 2 clicks, and then he gets Super Senses later. He has a solid 18 defense up until his 7th and 8th click, where he has 17 defense with regeneration, but he has problems with his last 8 clicks. He might be a little risky to run since he only has an 18 defense Impervious, but with all those outwits and the free action, he should be able to just destroy your guy like right away, first turn, deal 4 damage to whoever the biggest or heaviest hitter is on your team. So with enough luck, he's a really good figure, but he is quite a lot of points for what he does.
I haven't seen this sculpt yet, but I assume he's sitting in the Mobius chair?
Oh, he's sitting in the chair. Have you watched Scott Porter videos?
No.
Scott actually pulled this like on the last day. Like you always pull the chase on the last day, you son of a gun. But yeah, no, he's sitting in the Mobius chair. It's really cool.
Calling it right now, staged. He pre-opens all of his packs. He finds that and just goes, "We'll set this one aside." But no,
he cuts the tape, man. He cuts the tape. No, it's
whatever. But really,
all right,
good stuff. All right, this one, I don't even understand this figure, to be honest. And let me know how you feel about this. But I wanna believe that this is gonna be meta. Flash, God of Death, 125 points, Justice League, Quintessence team abilities. 14 speed, hypersonic, 11 attack with precision strike, 19 defense with super senses, no special combat symbols, whatever, he doesn't need them. 4 damage printed. Yes, a 4 printed damage Flash.
On Flash.
Improved movement, hindering terrain. Okay. Trait number 1, God of Death. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't be healed. Okay. Second trait, Soul Harvest. He has Steel Energy. When an opposing character is KO'd after resolutions, heal the Flash, God of Death, 1 click. Yes, that means you can heal 2 clicks off of killing one character, 1 from the Steel Energy and 1 from killing them. If he KO'd the character and the character was 75 points or more, also remove an action token from him. Because he already doesn't have Quintessence. So let's outpace him a little bit more. Yes. So he's 6 clicks long. Those first 3 clicks, same on the Hypersonic, same on the Precision Strike. He goes to 2 clicks of Energy Shield Deflection after the 1 click of Super Senses. 18 defense printed, so 20 from range. He gets on click 4, 5, and 6. All the powers are the same. So Phasing Teleport, 13, 13, 12. Attack is a special attack power called No Escape from Death, Precision Strike, free. If he has 0 or 1 action tokens, make a close attack. Yes,
That's
why?
not good.
Yeah, why?
That's
No,
not
I
good.
don't understand.
No way.
So you finally hit this Flash, right? You knock him down onto these clicks of Impervious, by the way. He gets 3 clicks of Impervious. And then he's like, oh, it's my turn? I don't have any action tokens, so I'm going to free action attack you. Okay, now I'm back. I heal up 1. And now I'm going to regular attack you, and I'm going to heal up 1. And I KO'd you, and I'm going to heal up 1. Like, what? Why? Why? He also has 3 clicks of probability control in the last 3. So, just...
As if you needed to be any better.
just in case you needed it. This is dumb. Apocalypse Deity, Justice League, Speedster keywords. This is so dumb. Do you think this figure will be meta? Because I really do.
I really think so. I mean, if not for just being a call-in, which doesn't matter because it's going to rotate out later. But I mean, 14 speed, hypersonic, 11 attack, 19 defense right away is insane. Cannot be healed. That's huge right now. I mean, it would have killed my team. That's not really like my team was that great. But I mean, cannot be healed is really pretty amazing, especially with all the support that's going around here for it easily too.
Oh Lord, watch out for this one in the future. This one will be.
Watch out for him. Calling it. This is your Unimind calling it. You talked about Unimind. Calling it.
Dude,
You're right.
I called Unimind. I'm calling Flash right now. It's too good not to use. Plus, guess who's cheaper than Unimind? Flash.
Flash, that is true. 25 points cheaper.
So, all right, let's move on.
Green Lantern, God of Light. This guy's really cool. He is 175 points. Got 8 range level bolts. Green Lantern cores. Team ability and quintessence team ability is flight for his only special combat symbol. He's quite a bit of special powers. He has a special power of each except attack, and he has 1 trait, God of Light. Opposing characters in 6 squares and lower points cannot use stealth. That makes sense. So he's got a little built-in stealth busting right there. He has Cosmic Deity, Green Lantern cores, Justice League, and New Gods keyword. Top dial, he has a 12 movement with a special speed power. I am everywhere. Power. Place Green Lantern, God of Light, in a square that's within half his speed value, and then make an attack. So fairly simple. It's basically running shot plus combat expert, whatever you want it to be. Running shot or charge, excuse me. Also through walls, since he can phase, which is pretty amazing. And then he also has, that's his first 2 and last 2 clicks. He has that speed power with a 12 movement on both. He also has a special defense power on that. Oh, by the way, he has Pulse Wave on those clicks, and then on his last 2 clicks, he has Penetrating Psychic Blast, because why not? And so his special defense power for his top 3 clicks, same with his damage powers also on top 3 clicks, is Mother Ring. Can you restore Oa? Barrier and Impervious. Friendly characters adjacent to Green Lantern, God of Light, or one of his barrier markers, modify defense value by +1, which is pretty darn good since most of these gods are rocking an 18 defense. He also has special damage power for the top 3 clicks. He's rocking a 4 damage for each click of these. I am Light. Enhancement range combat expert. Opposing characters hit by his attacks modify the defense value by -1 this turn.
What?
Yep. Because why not?
I just want to run Green Lantern and Flash. That's an even 300 points. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
That'll be fun. So in his middle dial, it kind of chills out with the stuff. He has 3 clicks of phasing, 3 clicks of Energy Explosion, almost forgot the orange power is called. And he has 2 random clicks of invulnerability, then 2 clicks of toughness, and he has some prod and enhancement late dial. Not a bad Green Lantern. Really good Hal Jordan here. Get rid of
Dial-wise,
stealth.
really good. Outfit-wise, this is the dumbest Green Lantern I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't really get what's going on. He kind of looks like Deathstorm for some reason. I don't know, it looks weird.
Kind of, yeah. You know what he looks like to me? A comic book character that would have been drawn during the 90s. I don't know. He's just ugly.
Like the most 90s looking. He's just ugly.
He's just ugly. I mean, his
just
style's
insulted.
Pretty solid, but whatever.
His style's really solid. Really solid. Blah.
All right, moving on. I had to ask my brother who this character was. Grail. Apparently, it's the daughter of Apocalypse. 175 points. All right, we have Flight. We have Indom. We have a trait. No special team ability, by the way. We have a trait called Corrupt Your Will. Whenever an opposing character within 6 squares uses willpower after resolutions, you may heal Grail 1 click. That's pretty good. I like that. So this is a weird dial because it kind of ramps up. And you'll see. So starting up top dial, she has 9 speed with charge for the first 2 clicks, 11 attack, 10 attack, 18 defense on both clicks with invul, and then exploit with 3 printed. No special attack or damage power. She has those, but later on the dial. She ramps up, or so she charges in, and then she loses the charge. And loses the invul, gains sidestep. So I assume you're probably already there at this point. She gets invincible and close combat expert, 3 printed on both of those 2 clicks, 10 attack, 11 attack. So you'll probably pump that into damage. And then on click 5, she jumps up to 12 attacks, still with sidestep, 18 defense with impervious, 4 damage printed with perplex. And then on click 6 is where she starts getting weird. She gets mind control, of all things, 12 attack, and that's when she gets her special attack power called Goddess of Anti-Life. Quintessence, range value of 6. At the beginning of your turn, you may deal 1 penetrating damage to all opposing characters within 6 squares.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good. Now, I do not like figures like this that don't have stop clicks on those. So theoretically, you could blow right past this stuff and never get this to trigger. However,
Be careful not to use your willpower while doing that, though.
yeah.
Set yourself back a click.
So it does say after resolutions you may heal Grail 1 click. So if they do use their willpower and say you're sitting on click number 6, they miss or something, and you don't actually want to go back to click number 5 because you want to start dealing that like weird penetrating damage to all opposing characters within 6. Sure, why not? And it also, you don't have to draw line of fire to those characters. It's just within 6. So behind walls, yeah, you're still taking penetrating damage. All right, so that's cool. And then on click number 7 and 8, that's when she gets, and these are the last 2 clicks of her dial, she gets a special damage power called Empower You to Destroy the Anti-Monitor. Perplex. When Grail uses it and targets another character, you may instead modify all the target's combat values by +2. What?
That is insane. Okay. Well then.
Never mind. I'm going to put her and Flash on the same team.
Her and Flash, she's also 175 points.
So...
That is insane.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of like, you want to throw her in and let her take a little bit damage right till she gets near the end and then just hope that she sits on that sweet spot. By the way, she has 19 defense on her last 2 clicks with impervious. So, and 4 and 5 printed damage, respectively.
It's a risk, but boy, will it pay off. Wow. I mean, that is insane.
Yeah.
If you ever play a Bizarro game and you want to be the guy at your venue everybody hates, you can go ahead and play her.
Yeah.
Just start her there. Yeah.
There is a complaint from this guy on the Realms that says, Grail with no range, she's using her Omega Beam the whole time in the comics. So I don't know what happened there. I think I forgot to mention the keywords. Amazon Apocalypse, Assassin, Deity. So, oh man, they really made it so these chases are collectible as hell because 4 of them have the Apocalypse keyword, so you can run them on that. And then, let's see.
Also, Justice League.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Most
how
of
many
all
of them have
Justice League.
Everybody
but Grail, I'd imagine,
Everyone
right?
but Grail has a Justice League.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Yeah, so those people out there that are huge Justice League fans, I'm sorry that your wallet just took a dive into, the oblivion.
Pretty much.
All right. Do you have any other thing you want to talk about the set before we move on?
I think it's a great set. They spoiled the heck out of it. I think that's probably because people like me were really unsure about actually wanting to buy this set, because not being a Harley Quinn fan or even a big DC fan, I was thinking of just totally skipping this set, and now it's like, well, darn, I have to buy it now. That is a shame.
They did such
Shame
a
for
good
my wallet,
job of
but-
isolating keywords. Did you notice that?
Yes, they did.
Half
Yeah.
the set are bombshells, and the other half are apocalypse. Like it's
Bombshells Apocalypse, and then they threw in the 1 or 2 JSA pieces they needed to round out, which is
yeah.
totally cool. I mean, they threw in Red Tornado, and that was really sweet, and the Wonder Woman finally. So I'm really excited.
I think this
Really
is a very
excited for
solid
this set.
set. I can't believe why everyone's like, oh, I can't wait to never collect this set. I think this is a really solid set.
Oh, and Dr. Midnight. I have to just at least say Dr. Midnight. Dr. Midnight's in it. That's really
Yep.
cool. He spits out a hawk.
All
Hoodie.
right.
That's awesome.
Let's move on. We're going to play Hidden Gem, or I guess I should probably explain that. We're getting new listeners all the time, and we appreciate that, so welcome. Hidden Gem is where we go back and we look at a set, and specifically a figure in a set that kind of got glossed over because something else in the set took the cake, and everybody was paying attention to that. So let's go back. Thor, while it's still fresh, while everyone is not trying to collect all the Harley Quinn before it comes out like next week or whatever, let's talk about 035 Thor Buster. I think this is a very solid, fantastic piece for what it is. It's only a rare, so it's super easy to pick up. 125 points. We only have the Indom symbol. Running shot with 10 speed, 11 attack with a special attack power, 19 defense with impervious, and 4 printed damage. He has 2 different traits. The first one is Mystical Power Rechanneled. When Thor Buster takes damage from the Mystic's team ability or an attack from a character with the Asgardian deity or mystical keywords, after resolutions, heal him 1 click. Obviously, that's not going to come into effect very much, especially if you're going to be playing against this Harley Quinn set with it. But there are a lot of deity and mystical keyword characters out there. A lot of them. So I'm glad that it added 2 keywords instead of just Asgardian, because it would have almost never triggered there. But, I mean, whatever. That's not why you're going to be playing this character. The second trait is to break up the Thor Worship Cult. Opposing characters within range and line of fire can't use or have their combat values modified by Empower or Enhancement. That's okay. I don't think that that's fantastic either, but it could come in handy. But here we go. Here's why I like this. His special attack power is Type X Repulsors, Odin Force powered. Thor Buster deals penetrating damage. When he attacks a character that can use Invincible, modify damage by +2. So, printed 4 damage, you attack somebody with Invincible, it goes up to 6, they take 3 damage. For 125 points, this character really does pack a wallop, and stats-wise, I think it's pretty decent up front. Goes into some charge, super strength in the middle of the dial, and the last part of the dial is sidestep and outwit, the last 3 clicks of the dial. It's an armor, so it goes exactly how you would expect an Iron Man armor to go. It breaks down impervious and vulnerability, and then 4 clicks of toughness. It's a 7-click long dial, but the Avengers keyword in Stark Industries, Avengers, I think people that play Avengers keyword, I think that this is just a solid piece because it's just a brute. It looks cool, by the way. It looks like the Destroyer armor.
Oh, it looks wicked cool.
But, I mean, just 11 attack with 4 damage with penetrating. And even if they can reduce penetrating damage, you're still going to get +2. So, just a beat stick of a character. I really liked it, and I thought that, pick this character up since probably everyone's talking about what else came in this set, what everybody else was talking about.
What else is in the set? Oh, nothing that big of a deal, Chris. The Thor set is a horrible set.
Yeah, because everybody's talking about
the Red Leader, Jane Foster, all the chases Throg, Unimind. We're talking about probably, I don't know, Odin the Destroyer, the normal Destroyer, stuff like that.
So while everybody's talking about all of those money pieces, some of those were money pieces that maybe not everybody can get their hands on, this is a very accessible piece. 125 point rare. This is easy to pick up. So there you go. There's your hidden gem for the week. Hope you enjoy it.
Polished up. I have not played him yet, so I'm actually going to give myself a little bit of incentive to go play him now.
I did not pull one in that brick that I got, which I'm actually upset about. But hopefully I'll be able to pick one up. He's probably super cheap on Cool Stuff Inc. I'm actually going to look him up right now.
All right, fantastic.
But how about we take a trip
Taking a trip. I just got back from a lot of trips, so I'm ready to travel again. I don't get jet lag like anybody else, so I'm ready to go on a trip. Ready to go on a trip, Chris. Let me tell you where we're going. We're going down to the corner, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen. So, this is how the value corner works. Ooh, I just spoiled it. I said value now. That means you're getting a good bang for your buck, folks. Already letting you know. I choose a figure, Silver Age, Golden Age, some older figure, and I like to tell you what figure I think you should pick up this week. That is cheap to get in. I just played in a tournament where I sat across some hundreds and hundreds of dollars of teams, and I want to tell you something. You don't need that to have a good time. All right, to have a good time, didn't say anything to win, but I'm saying you can get a really good figure. And I normally like to shoot for the under $3 range. So that way your average Joe, your working class man, like myself, can pick up these
like
figures.
everyone that listens to this podcast.
Like Bill Gates, if you listen to this podcast, why are you listening to this podcast?
You've got better stuff to do. Get on with your life.
But for everybody else that's not Bill Gates, this is the show for you right here. This is the segment for you. Let me tell you about a figure. Not only do I like them being cheap on the dollar, I like them being cheap on the points. So for 80 points, you're getting a guy.
Okay.
Or is he a guy? I don't know.
Who knows?
Who has flight. All right, so he's going to carry. All right. He maybe? Is it a? Nah, I'm screwing with you. He has no other special combat symbols. He doesn't need them. Don't worry about it. He has Green Lantern cores and Scientist keyword. And if you're like me, you love playing Green Lantern cores. But the biggest part about him is his trait. But first I'm going to say he has a 10 range.
Ooh.
A 10 range, which
I
is
love
great.
me some 10 range.
Because top dial, he's got run and shot with 10 movement. So he's moving out 15 square reach, all right? Let's say you don't want to move 15 squares, all right? Not move 15. You don't want to move 5 squares and have a 15 square reach. If you just want a 10 square reach, he is range combat expert with 10 attack, 3 damage. That's an 11-4 or a 10-5, depending on how you're looking at it. Also, if you want to have him hang back, maybe play a little bit more defensively, he has barrier for his first 2 clicks. So he has a 10 range barrier. So put him up on the highest part of that map, and you have him barrier down and protect all your guys. All right? So besides his amazing dial, he has a trait, a Tour of Oa. Add 1 to your roll to determine the first player for each friendly character with the Green Lantern Corps keyword. You're playing a 300-point game, you got 3 Green Lanterns, boom, you're rolling 6 plus 6. I love getting map. I already tell you guys, I love playing theme teams and I love getting map. This guy doubles your roll for map as long as he's on your force for only 80 points.
That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. And I only covered his first click. He also has some Force Blast later. He also has some Energy Explosion. Sure, it goes down to a 9, but that's okay. After he loses barrier, he has ESD, and his last 2 clicks he has Perplex. So that's a 10 range Perplex. Even when he's not making attacks or doing barrier, he can Perplex from 10 squares away.
That's dumb.
Especially good on Green Lanterns. And you know what? Even in those middle clicks where he just has ESD and he has only a little line attack, he is a 10 square, prob is still only 6 squares, but he has this, he can theme team probability control, because why not? You're playing Green Lanterns. So Chris, this is where I say, what do you think this guy's worth? I just gave you the slew of stuff.
Slew of stuff.
A slew of stuff. This is like Big Mac and fries of stuff here.
I actually know who this character is for once.
Darn.
That's because my brother used to play this character against me.
Oh.
I have no idea how much he costs right now, but it is Tomar Ray, right?
It is Tomar Ray. You're correct.
All right. So Tomar Ray.
From the best DC movie to date, the Green Lantern movie set. Clearly the greatest DC movie of our lifetime.
Of all time.
Of all time.
And coming in at a close second was Halle Berry, Catwoman.
Oh, of course. That was a masterpiece, Chris.
So, let's see. Okay, so it's Value Corner. You're selling it to me. It's under $1. I know that. Let's go with 50 cents. Can we get a 50 cents?
50 cents. Chris, I'm cheap. I'm not that cheap.
Oh, man. 69
yep,
cents?
I'm sorry. No, this guy, he's 99 cents. He is under $1. You're not wrong.
Okay,
99 cents to pick up.
Let's see.
I bought him. I played him. Played him some, my main man, Guy Gardner. Played him with a little bit of Hal Jordan action. He is really good. He's a lot of fun. So if you enjoy playing Green Lanterns, I tell you guys, pick this guy up. 99 cents, coolstuffinc.com.
I love how you're guaranteed to win map with this.
Yeah, it's amazing. So the higher the point value game, you throw in a couple of those little Green Lantern recruits, you are going to win map.
So it
Completely
basically doubles whatever the number of characters are on your Green Lantern Corp team. Add 1 to your roll to determine the first player for each friendly character with the Green Lantern. Man, that's dumb.
So even if you're playing a scientist team, I don't know how many other Green Lanterns have scientists, but it will also work since it doesn't say it has to be a Green Lantern team. So you could play scientist with a few other Green Lanterns and then still add it, but just for the Green Lanterns.
I like it.
Since it's a little bit open world, but yeah, that's our guy.
It's good stuff. Plus, I just want to point out there, 10 range barrier has always been super fun to me because no one expects 10 range barrier. They expect you
Nobody
to use...
expects the Spanish Inquisition. No one expects the 10 range barrier.
But when you're like, haha, I just barriered you in, Solomon Grundy, from 10 squares away. You can't go anywhere. Haha. That sucks. It's such a crappy feeling when you can't do something with one of your characters because they just got barriered in. It's super funny. Anyway, that's really good. I like that. So there's your value corner of the week, air listeners. Let's move on. Holy cow, we made a rookie mistake. You'd think we hadn't been doing this, but we're going to go on to community. And last episode, Kalder and I forgot to go over the community, so we're going to hit you guys this week with double community question. So let's go back to October 31st is when I posted this. Community question
Halloween, yay!
What equipment do you want to see for DC in an upcoming set? I posted this on Twitter. Calder posted this on Facebook. We're going to go back and forth. We're going to start off with the Alpha Strike on Twitter said, Legion Ring, Flight, and Wild Card would be appropriate. Yep. Seems.
Oh, deja vu. All right.
Yeah. Seems like a ripoff. Alpha Strike. Just
Marcus Archer on the good old Facebook. He'd love to see some more lanterns or the mother boxes, and I'm all for that.
Okay. Collectible. A cardboard. This is my favorite community question answer of all time. I just want to put this out there. A cardboard stand-up of Superman. Equip it to get the Superman ally team ability. Quote, see? I am too friends with Superman. In quotes. Thank you. I legitimately, that is the second time I've laughed out loud reading that. So thank you, Collectible.
Why does he have to mention things that I know we probably won't ever have? And now I'm just incredibly jealous.
I don't know.
And sad. Like,
can you imagine putting that down on the map? A little cardboard cutout of Superman?
Hilarious. It'd be great. I am too friends with Superman. Told you.
That seems like something that like Booster Gold would pick up. Be like, see, I'm totally cool. People like me. I'm friends with Superman.
Don't beat up Booster Gold's friends then, man. He's a tough enough life as it is. Seth Aaron on the Facebook. An updated bat belt with a style of a weapon drop and longer dial but operates the same as a weapon drop. It sounds like a resource, not equipment, but okay.
James Martin said Thanagarian weapons, Legionnaire rings, some bow people, so bows. Yeah, we don't have a bow item, by the way, at all. Which we got some swords. Like generic swords in the Thor set, why couldn't we get a generic bow?
Let me tell you something. Bow could give you range, but if you've ever shot a bow and not like ever properly learned how to shoot one, it's not giving you range combat expert.
Oh no!
Because if you don't know how to shoot a bow, if you're the random guy just picking up a bow and shooting it, probably not going to be super accurate.
I'll tell you this: I got a custom-made longbow for my birthday a few years ago. I have fired hundreds of arrows through that thing, and here's what I have to tell you. I still suck. I don't understand how I didn't get any better at all, but I did not. So, whatever. Moving on.
I'm not spiteful. Whatever.
Nope.
Ryan Pulling on the Facebook wants a Captain America shield that gives the minimum range value of 5 and can target a second character with range combat attack if you roll 3 or higher, other than the defense on the first stack. DC set, he doesn't care. Screw the rules. That's Captain America shield. So in the next DC set, we're gonna get a Captain America shield. So that's gonna be cool to see how that pans out. Confirmed.
Right. Nick Accord said a Soul Taker that gives blades, flurry, and steel energy. So basically, DC's version of the Executioner's axe.
Blood axe, yeah.
Yep.
I'm for it. William K. Holland. The stuff in the vaults at the Hall of Justice. That would be cool. Trophy room stuff.
That would be cool. I'd like that. All right, Timu said he gave me like a 3-part answer. Has there been an agreed good representation of Wonder Woman's lasso on a dial that, as an equip, ranged super senses or ESD for her bracers? I want to say Green Lantern ring, but they've already done that as a relic, and I don't think it can be compressed as well. And a kryptonite ring, maybe exploit weakness and extra damage against Kryptonians, a few that come to mind. I think all
they made it. Yeah, that's actually really cool.
What they really need to do, and I feel like this is what he's getting at, they just need to start taking all of those old relics and just converting them directly into equipment.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. Jacob Weaver on the Facebook. JSA room items. Trophy room items. That'll be cool.
Jay
Cool with that.
Sanson said, Captain Cold's gun. God Killer. What power should it have? I don't know. I can't afford clicks and comics. And, and then Lantern Rings. Okay, yeah.
Absolutely. Jake Robinson, this might be my favorite answer. Condiment King's guns. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Give me some ketchup, mustard, some mayo here. Some relish. Yeah, I'm all for Condiment King's guns. Let's make it happen, DC. Make it happen, Wizkids.
I like it. I'm out, by the way, on this community question. So
I have so many more to go. I need to get through these. All right, Tim Mella. T-Spears. I don't know what those are, but they sound cool.
Oh, they, Mr.
You know,
Terrific.
Kris? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Manbach O'Brien. Love that name. I like the idea of the utility belt, but make it simple. Gives improved movement. Ignores elevation, range value 5, smoke cloud, basic Batman stuff. He'd also love to see a trick umbrella or 3 for Penguin or a new freeze gun. That sounds cool.
That would be cool.
David Cullen, new Infinity Gems, new concept. Hey, Infinity Gems are Marvel. Screw the rules, I guess. Okay, next DC set. Next DC set, we're getting Infinity Gems and a Captain
And
Shield.
Cap Shield, confirmed. By the way, I looked up
excited.
Thor Buster. It is $6.99 on HC Realms right now, but give it a month and I guarantee you it'll probably drop down to like $3.99.
Oh, for sure. And then Tyler Mirren, Bat Belt doesn't work. Something like Brother Eye or Batman's Protocols, like in the story Tower of Babel. That's very cool, where, Batman's files are used against all the Justice League. So it would sort of like work off, like speedster keyword, maybe -3 to speed, stuff like that. That would be really cool. Like,
Man,
you have
that would be
Batman's knowledge. So.
And they should be free if they're put on a team with Batman.
Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. Batman starts them or whatever, or you can dole them out. However you want that to work. Be sweet. Sarge, Lanterns, and the Supergirl line. Though, don't know if the second is real. Supergirl line. Lanterns and the Supergirl line. I don't know what that means.
Me either.
Okay, maybe it's not real, Sarge. Maybe it isn't. It's all in your imagination. Corey Holmes, all the Fate relics, all the artifacts. That'd be cool. I'm totally for that. More than just a helmet. And then Jeremy Clark rounding us off. Wonder Woman's lasso, and just make a ranged combat attack and pull him in close. A little bit of Scorpion, get over here, like you lasso him, rope him in,
cool.
bring him in close.
Which
I'm
just
totally for that.
reminds me that they need to make Mortal Kombat Heroclix, but whatever.
Oh, again. Oh, I'm so sorry. Never mind you.
Did you say that was your last answer?
That was my last answer.
Okay, so thank
For
you guys
that.
for that community question. Thank you for that. Moving on to the next community question, which we did preface this by saying that the first person who answered this community question was going to win a copy of Transformers The Last Night. Kalder, do you want to tell us who won that?
That would be Eric Wadsworth. I'm assuming his name. Professor Erks. Professor Erks.
Hey, we know that guy.
Yeah, we do know that guy. Was he on the podcast one time, Kris?
I
have a
think he
horrible
may have
memory.
been on the podcast.
So,
Okay, well, congratulations, Professor Erks. We'll send that out to you, and we're going to keep giving away more stuff because we have more stuff to give away. But let's move on to this community
By
question.
the way, Alpha Strike. What's this channel? Might as well shout that out. Professor Erks of Alpha Strike. Go for it, Kris.
All right, this community question from this week. What's the next shared traits you'd like to see, i.e. Marvel Knights, JSA, Defenders? Let's go. Collectible. He said a Sinister Six trait, maybe something that lets them switch spaces with an adjacent friendly character. That would be cool.
That would be very interesting. I'm for
I
that.
love board control stuff.
That is great stuff. Eric Wadsworth said, like I said, something unique for the Avengers and JLA team ability, or just Justice League team ability. When an adjacent friendly character starts an action that has move as part of that action, it can use sidestep after resolutions. Something like that to affect some good team coordination abilities. Seems fitting for Avengers and Justice League.
Gotcha.
Totally.
Critical Missives said Infinity Watch. which hopefully we'll get in Avengers Infinity. So we probably will. I don't know what it would do, but we'll probably get something.
We probably will. I mean, come on, the odds are with us. Hilaro Garcia, love to see something with the Skrulls. Haven't seen Skrulls in a while, so yeah, totally. I'd love to see something that worked with Skrulls.
Oh man, when was the last time they made Skrulls? The Avengers set? The Avengers movie set?
Well, we got zombie Skrulls, but besides that, yeah.
Okay. Cody Williams said he'd like to see the Brotherhood of Evil shared trait, which, oh man. Remember a few episodes ago when I was talking about how the Juggernaut, with the new wording of how they reworked the Brotherhood team ability and how dumb he is? Imagine giving them, like, traits to go along with this stupid team ability. Okay, I mean, I want to play against it, but okay.
Fantastic. Christopher Smotherman on the Facebook. X-Men. We'll have them most likely for the new X-Men set. The first time each turn a character uses the X-Men TA, increase the healing by 1. Maybe. Question mark, question mark. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be
X-Men
an
set
easy
comes
one.
right around the corner. It'd be a very easy one.
And not only is it easy, it seems like something Wizkids would do.
For sure.
Chris Kurtz said, I think Inhumans or Gifted to go with the new shows. Yes, and did you get a chance to watch the Inhumans? The finale?
Nope. I got home 30 minutes.
I won't get into it, but it's good. It's good stuff.
All right. Carrie Sampson. Something for Power Pack. Choose one for the game. You know, they're wild cards, or they never take more than 2 damage, you know, because no one brings a game against kids. I just want a Power Pack. You don't even have to have shared traits. I just want a new Power Pack. That'd be awesome.
It's been a really long time since they've been clicks.
Oh.
So.
It's like Mutant Mayhem, Secret Invasion, like whatever, something like that. It's been a really long time.
Actually, I think I remember having a conversation with Chris Kurtz about Power Pack, like why he liked them. I think I remember that. Anyway, Heroclix Pro said, I'd love to see a Secret 6 trait. I'm more than tickled we are getting a King Shark with the keyword. So, hey, congratulations, we got it!
Hey!
I don't know if he sent that after or before.
Called it. Good job, man. Called it.
Good job. All right. Your turn.
Danny Davidson, Fantastic Four, dagnabbit. Eventually. Maybe.
Eventually. Did you hear, by the way, that Marvel might be acquiring the rights to
might
X-Men
be getting Fox.
Yeah,
That's
and Fantastic Four.
That intrigues me quite a lot.
We shall see. I have high hopes, but then there's a lot of people online complaining, like everyone does online, because it's all they know how to do online. But they're complaining like, oh, if Disney gets a monopoly on all of Marvel, then blah, blah. I didn't listen after that. I just want to see X-Men fight the Avengers.
Yep.
I
want to see the Fantastic Four done right in a nice way.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. Marvel's first family, guys. Come on.
You or me? I think
you. Go for it.
Bryce Bangerter, I think. X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue shared traits that would get the feel of the different teams and how they each work together. That would be cool. I like that idea.
And hopefully be a high chance of seeing that. And my last one is David Herberger. He always lived the Metal Men shared trait, which is a side step within 3 squares, and a bonus to each member's powers, which is a really good trait after against the Metal Men. And he can see it used with many different sub-themes, and he'd like to see maybe Mutanimals in the next TMNT set.
Oh, that would be cool.
Starfleet. Maybe some Starfleet cool shared traits. We already have some shared traits of Starfleet, so that's cool.
I would love to see some Mutanimals. I really like them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, my last one is from CUR. Said, how about an X-Factor trait for the original 5 X-Men and their trainees? Let's see. Rusty, Skids, Artie, Leech, etc. I mean, I'm all for it. I like X-Men not nearly as much as I like the Avengers, of course, but I would love to see them expand on that and make a lot more freaking X-Men that they've never clicked, and they just keep giving us the same X-Men over and over again.
I don't need another Wolverine. I know you have to give us like 3 in every set. I don't need another Wolverine.
There are so many. Remember we were talking last episode when the last time Armor was clicked?
Yeah, that's true. It's been
that
forever.
Was our last episode. But yeah, there's so many X-Men.
Like GSX.
You could make an entire set of X-Men without making a single unclicked character. Did that come out right? You knew what I meant.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can make an entire set of X-Men without any of the ones you made in the past, pretty much.
guaranteed you could. You could do that. So, all right. Holy cow. Don't forget that we were going to be giving away more stuff. We're going to be putting out a community question here probably in the next couple of days. Let's see. What are we going to be giving out this time? Copy of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So the first person that answers the community question on that, whether it be on Facebook or on Twitter, which Kalder and I try to post within the same minute of each other. That way it's as fair as
We do our
possible.
best. We do our best.
But, I think that might be it from my end. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I have nothing else to say on Facebook. So.
Oh, wait. Actually, you know what I want to talk about? Only 5 days until
Oh, yeah.
Punisher comes out.
Punisher. Notice we said Punisher first, not Justice League. Sorry, guys.
I don't care about the Justice League. No, I care about the Justice League, and I'm pretty sure Jamie wants to go and see it. But
I'm super excited. I cannot wait. I always try to go opening night for those, but I mean, it's also Punisher, so it's really a tough call. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great.
it is.
Hopefully this movie is good. Hopefully we see Green Lantern in the movie. That's what I'm for.
I don't know. Instead of going and see the Justice League, I'm going to go see Thor again instead.
Hey, I saw Thor again. Nothing wrong with seeing Thor again. That's a great movie. Easily the best Thor movie, and then definitely top 10 for me in the MCU.
Oh, definitely top 10. It's probably top 3 for me. Top 5. We'll say top 5.
Top 5, yeah.
All right, well, that is another episode of Dial H for Heroclix. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and we will